Audio Jungle.
Welcome to Spydur Technologies. My name is Jason, and today I would like to describe a few of the advanced capabilities you have with voicemail when using the SpydurPBX. Now, voicemail has been around a long time, and while it may not be one of the more exciting applications, it is certainly one of the most used by just about everyone. And we can do a lot more than just leave a message at the beep. The first thing I would like to discuss is voicemail escalation. This is when a new message has been left in a particular mailbox and it is not listened to, saved, or deleted by the mailbox's owner. After a specified time, this new unopened message is automatically escalated and moved to another mailbox. The second receiving mailbox owner will then be notified that there is a new escalated voicemail message in their mailbox. It is important to note that users only need to listen to a message to stop that message from escalating. An easy example where voicemail escalation comes in handy is for after-hour emergency mailboxes. If something happens, say at 3 o'clock in the morning or on a weekend or whatever, someone calls in and leaves an emergency message. That message can automatically escalate between on-duty staff to ensure the emergency is handled. And every time a voicemail hits a new mailbox, the Spydur will send that particular mailbox's list of text message or email notifications. This brings me to the next ability I'd like to talk about, and that is persistent notifications. What persistent notifications do is send any number of recurring text message or email notifications for new, unheard messages in a particular mailbox. And the Spydur will continue to send out these persistent notifications on a specified schedule. New messages that never leave a user's mailbox can be sent these persistent notifications forever. And to stop the persistent notification, the user can simply listen to the message, or the message can be aged out to someone else using voicemail escalation. This is to say that voicemail escalation and persistent notifications may be used separately or in conjunction with one another, and is specified on a per mailbox basis. All users can escalate messages and/or receive persistent notifications, each in their own way or not at all. Going back to our previous example with emergency messages, your list of doctors, pastors, technicians, or whomever can each be notified individually or as a group, and on the schedule that you specify. I know every company out there can really use at least one of these features for a critical business function. Again, the way this maps out is by escalating a new message from one mailbox to another based on a schedule and sending out the current mailbox's list of persistent notifications, doing so as many times as you want and until the message is handled. I would like to point out that users can also have multiple mailboxes. You can have your normal everyday mailbox on your telephone extension and then have a secondary mailbox you use just for emergency messages with escalation as an example. These extra mailboxes may be owned by a particular user, or you can also have a shared or group voicemail box spread across multiple users. To keep things simple at your desk, what we most commonly do with shared or group voicemail boxes is program a second button on your telephone to monitor these extra mailboxes, such that you can check a general delivery mailbox using one of your telephone's programmable buttons while maintaining your own personal voicemail on the traditional voicemail button. Now, if a message is deleted from a shared or group voicemail box, it is deleted for everyone who has access to that single message, that single mailbox. Otherwise, you would have multiple people responding to the same message. If, however, you would rather duplicate a single message into multiple copies to multiple voicemail boxes, then you would instead want to use voicemail blasting, which is also known as voicemail distribution. With voicemail distribution, if one user deletes a message, they are only deleting their copy. The duplicate copies are left untouched for the other users in the voicemail blast group. The easy example I like to use is if at the end of the year the boss likes to leave a message in everyone's personal mailbox, they can simply call the voicemail blast group and say, "Hey, we had a great year. Here's a free turkey. We'll see you next year." That message is simply duplicated to everyone's individual voicemail box. One final ability I'd like to discuss today is voicemail masquerading. This allows you to use a single mailbox with an infinite number of greetings. So let's just say that someone calls in and dials extension 321, and they're unavailable. The caller will get a personal greeting of, "Hello, I'm not here right now. Please leave a message." Now, let's also say that you have someone else call in and they instead press 1 for sales, but the salespeople are also unavailable. And now let's assume that all messages left for sales is handled by the person at extension 321. You have a couple choices here. You can send all messages for sales to the personal mailbox at 321. You could create a second mailbox just for sales with a departmental greeting, but now the person at extension 321 has to check 2 places for messages. Or you could use voicemail masquerading to play a departmental greeting for sales and then place the message in the mailbox for 321, bypassing the personal greeting. In this way, voicemail masquerading lets the person at extension 321 to only have to check a single place for messages. Now, to wrap up, I'll mention that I've been saying voicemail this whole time, but the Spyder also includes video mail. Unfortunately, this video would be ridiculously long if I also touched on all the different ways you can incorporate voicemail into your call flow with breakout mailboxes for queues that have extended wait times, or how we can tie your cell phone directly into voicemail with locator services and mobile apps. I would love to talk about voicemail preview with Microsoft Exchange integration and third-party transcription services. But I'm just going to have to stick with the basics today and save those topics for future videos. We've been doing voicemail for 35 years now, since 1986, and we're pretty good at it. So please, contact us today and let us help you out too. Thank you.
Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications of new videos. Thank you from all of us at Spyder Technologies.